Welcome to day 191 of 1,350 days. And here in front of me I have a very special delivery. Arrived this morning. It is the first physical copies of Do the Work You Love, my new book, which is actually going to be, the published date is the 11th of February is when it's officially out. But the publishing company Watkins have sent me these 6 copies in advance. Never work a boring job again. This was, although I got the publishing deal way back in December of 2018, this is the first time actually holding the physical copy of the book that I actually felt that that it sunk in, that I'm now actually a published author, not just a self-published author, which Escape the System is self-published on Amazon. This is a book deal I got with Watkins Media, and something I always was told was impossible. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about this idea of something being impossible. Before I do so, let's just mention the sales count for this week. I have 24 extra sales, bringing me up to 1,737 in total for day 191. Yeah, and back to this idea of something being possible. I mentioned in the previous scene that me holding this book in my hand was the first time that I've actually really felt, yes, I'm a published author. Now, what's the significance of this? My previous book, Escape the System, is self-published. It's now selling reasonably well after many, many years and starting to use some marketing on it. Advertising, paying for advertising on it. It's starting to sell well. And I certainly make more money. I will certainly make more money per copy of the book sold being self-published rather than being a published author. So really, what's the big deal about being a published author? Well, for me, it was something I was always told was impossible. First of all, it was my parents telling me that, then another author told me that, then somebody worked at a big publishing company told me that it's impossible to become a published author. Or if not impossible, it's so difficult that it's not even worth trying. Or that even if you do get to be an author, you make so little money per copy of the book sold that you can't make a living doing it. So I had all of this negative suggestions, negative beliefs being pushed in my direction. And the worst thing was, I actually started to believe it myself. So now, having seen this book in my hand and having achieved the impossible, essentially, something which I felt couldn't happen, I've gone on to do, it opens up a whole new realm in my mind. And if hopefully you guys are going to go on to achieve your impossibles, it'll open up a new realm in your mind. If you achieved one impossible, how many more things are actually possible that you believed weren't? It kind of messes with your head, but in a really positive way, because it makes you think maybe all of the things I've been told are impossible actually aren't, and I'm chasing one huge impossible. The whole focus of this channel is to get to 1 million sales in 1,350 days. Now, how many people would tell me that that's impossible? That's a huge impossible I'm chasing. But this book represents one step along the journey to achieving that bigger impossible. Because if this book was never supposed to happen, then maybe I can do the same with reaching my 1 million sales target. Just a thought for you guys. Doesn't have to be book selling. It could be weight loss. It could be recovering from an injury or an illness. It could be setting up your own business. Whatever it might be, there will be impossibles in your life. Times when people tell you you simply can't do it. But I'm here to tell you that you can, and that impossible is always achieved. Remember that Nelson Mandela quote, "It always seems impossible until it's done." And with enough time, all of our impossibles can be accomplished, and all of humanity's impossibles will be accomplished. Look back through history. Go back to the 15th and 16th century. You would have been told it's impossible to have mechanical objects that get you that are powered, by some fuel source and get you from A to B. You'd have been told it was impossible to fly in the sky. All of these are impossibles. All of them become overcome. So just remember that lesson. Remember that for your own life, and start to accomplish and achieve your own impossibles. Okay, so that wraps up day 191. I'll probably see you again for day 200, where I will do a review Every 100 days I'll do a review of my progress and where I'm going and what the next step is. So I'll see you then.